What's up with it, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Raider Honcho, and I'm back with a brand new, man, just roll the intro. Alright, man, so on this glorious Saturday morning, it's beautiful. It's my first weekend that I don't have track practice or football, so I'm out here just living the life. You know what it is. Headband Honcho's back in the building. Okay, so I'm here to talk about conversations and rumors I've been hearing about Derek Carr and his contract extension. Now, we all know that I'm a huge Derek Carr fan, so anytime there's news about Derek Carr, I'm going to get in here and do what I do, okay? That's just what it is. You should know the vibes, okay? So, they're talking about Derek Carr and the Raiders have been in contract discussions and conversations for the past few weeks. I believe he still has 2 years on his deal, $50 million, and they're saying that depending on how the 2021 season plays out, will determine whether or not Derek Carr gets an extension. And I'm assuming that they're talking about playoffs being the situation and being the measuring bar of what a successful season is and what it isn't. Okay, now, this makes total sense to me because I've gone on the record plenty of times before the draft, after the draft, all offseason that I think Jon Gruden, Mike Mayock, and the Raiders are building for the 2022-2023 season, okay? So it makes sense that after the 21 season, you kind of assess where you are and what's holding you back from making the playoffs or making a push for the Super Bowl. And if you feel like it is the quarterback position, I believe that it makes sense for you to assess that and move on from Derek Carr if you believe that he's the reason why you're not succeeding. Right now, I don't believe they have all the pieces to actually make a real Super Bowl run just yet. But after the 21 season, if your quarterback play is good, your offensive play is good, your defense is improved but still not there, you can use the draft in that offseason to put those pieces in order and you're ready to make your playoff push and your Super Bowl run. But there's only a few quarterbacks that you can move on from Derek Carr with. And some of the names I've been hearing is Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers, which makes complete sense. If you're going to move on from Derek Carr, you don't want somebody who's wet behind the ears and still pissing on his balls. You want somebody who's long in the tooth, who has the wisdom, who has the leadership qualities, who has a consistent hold on what the NFL is and what it takes to be a quarterback in the NFL. You don't want to go get some young buck who has bad habits that you have to outcoach, or some guy that you have to coach up from his old system. You go replace him with a guy that you know can just come in and take the team that you built and take them to the next level. So Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson both make sense to me, but I'm not sitting here and going to argue some antics with you about contracts. How much money would it take? We don't have cap space. I'm not here to do none of that, okay? I'm not a cap expert or aficionado. I'm just a guy who has opinions about the Raiders, okay? I don't have the facts on what it would take to get those guys here. I'm just here to tell you that those are the names that I've been hearing about in conversation of who the Raiders could move on to if they decide to move on from Derek Carr. So, get down in the comments and let me know what you guys think. Would you guys want a Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers? I mean, I kind of know the answer to that. But is it fair for 2021 to be a make-or-break season from Derek Carr with his whole history of what he's shown, able to come back, able to run Jon Gruden's offense? Is it okay, or is it fair? I mean, we don't really care about what's fair. We just care about the productivity and the final results. They don't ask you how, they ask you if. And if we don't make it to the playoffs, do you think it's time to move on from Derek Carr? I know it's always 50-50 when it comes to Derek Carr. He's very polarizing. You either love him or hate him, even though the people that hate him don't usually have any facts or evidence behind that to support their argument of why they hate him. But I know the hatred does exist. So, you might finally get your wish if the Raiders don't make it to the playoffs in 2021, which I think would be tough for them to do anyway. We have a very hard schedule. Our defense will be improved, but I don't know if it's going to be improved enough for us to actually go out there and smoke the Kansas Cities, the Chargers, the Ravens, all the teams it would take for us to get ahead of them and move into the playoff picture and potentially a Super Bowl run. I'm not sure, but word on the street is if the Raiders make it to the playoffs in 21, then Derek Carr probably gets an extension. If he doesn't, he probably doesn't get an extension, which makes sense to me. I can't be mad at that at this point. But like I said, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. If you like the video, like the video. If you like the content on this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit me up on Twitter and Instagram. Both are at Raider Honcho. Check out Raiderinfo.com. Pick up some of that merch. Don't forget to get on those membership programs, YouTube, Patreon, Fantasy Football League, giving away tickets to football games, all kind of merch, free stuff. Holla at your boy. You should know the vibes. Until the next time, Raider Honcho out.